I have a brand new mini course, and today I am talking all about how to not use timeout, bribes, threats, or any punishment. So the mini course is at nomoretimeout.com, but this video blog is just going to be a short excerpt from podcast number 169, where I talk all about a lot of the issues with using these punishment and bribery techniques, which are not going to serve you well, either as a parent or professional. So let's get to this short video blog all about why timeout is not something we want to be using. Welcome back to another video blog. I'm your host, Dr. Mary Barbera, autism mom, behavior analyst, and best-selling author. Each week, I'm going to be providing you with some of my ideas about turning autism or signs of autism around. So if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, you can do that now. So as I said, this week is just a short excerpt from podcast number 169, talking about timeout and why timeout is really one of the most incorrectly and overused strategies I've ever seen. So hopefully this video blog will give you a short sample of the No More Timeout mini course, which is available for a limited time at a very, very special price at nomoretimeout.com. So before I go on and tell you the three reasons you should not be using timeout, let's talk about what timeout is. So timeout is when you have a problem behavior of some sort and you remove the child or verbally tell the child to move to another area of the room, to a special naughty chair, to a special desk, to a it might not be called to their bedroom. It might not be called a timeout area. It might be called a calm down area. It might be called a sensory room, but you have problem behaviors and the child is taken to or sent to a room that is not supposed to be reinforcing. So I did do a video blog on sensory rooms, and that is one very inappropriate way to use a sensory room, is to send them there for punishment, which I'm not going to agree with, but it turns into a really bad cycle of treating behavior with how I call willy-nilly, quote unquote. So the child has a problem behavior, is taken or sent to a different area of the room or a different part of the house or school for a period of time. But that doesn't always work. A lot of times there's no timer set. And then some experts who have created timeout decades ago recommend a minute per age. So for a 2-year-old, you'd send them there for a timed amount of 2 minutes. For an 8-year-old, they would get 8-minute timeout. They could go to the step, a staircase. There's so many problems with this, and I do get a lot more into the problems with timeout in the No More Timeout mini course. But, it could be that you told your child to do something and they don't want to do it. I have an example where, I was in a classroom setting years ago, and I walked in and I'm like, "Where's Johnny?" And they said, "Oh, he's in," I think it was a sensory room, to calm down. I'm like, "Oh, okay. What's he calming down about?" Well, we had him do a math sheet, double-digit addition. I think they just said a math sheet. And I said, "Well, what kind of math?" And they said double-digit addition. And he swiped the materials or overturned the desks or yelled. I don't know what exactly he did. I can't remember, but that prompted them to send him to the calm down area. And I said I wasn't going to get into functions, but he basically was escaping a hard task, right? And then he got to go and calm down, which for escape-related behaviors, actually timeout, totally based on science, based on all the literature we know, timeout is contraindicated. It is not indicated, not appropriate for escape-related behavior. So I said, well, he escaped and now he's getting reinforcement. And they said, oh, no, he's not getting reinforcement, because when he gets out of the calm down area, we're going to make him do that math again. But any delay, help, or getting rid of the work is reinforcing. And I am not here to say that Johnny should have been kept the demand on using escape extinction. I am very much against escape extinction for many of the same reasons that I'm against timeout. And we can link in the show notes a really good podcast interview. We might even have two with Dr. Megan Miller, who is on a crusade really to have behavior analysts stop using keep the demand on situation. And the whole problem with Johnny and his math sheet and his calm down area is that Johnny wasn't fluent with single digit addition. So if you are having major problem behaviors, then the demands are most likely too high, which means the child doesn't have needed prerequisite skills. So demands are too high and or reinforcement is too low. I have used timeouts in the past. I've used timeout a few times for my typically developing son, Spencer, but that was before I was behavior analyst. I've also used timeout a few times, probably more than a few times with clients. But I haven't used timeout, and I don't recommend timeout for over 5 years now, because it almost always backfires. And unless you have a very positive, structured program in place, and you have a very seasoned behavior analyst there with you while you're using timeout, it's probably going to backfire and just not reduce any problem behaviors. Instead, it's going to increase problem behaviors. I hope you enjoyed that short excerpt from podcast 169. You can listen or watch the whole podcast, number 169. You can also find out more details about signing up for the No More Timeout mini course, which will take you about an hour and a half to complete, at nomoretimeout.com. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a comment, share the video, give it a thumbs up, a like, and have a great week. I'll see you next time.